I think my kid, or I think I got everything on. Sorry to anybody watching. I had a couple messages I had to reply to, and they just popped up. So almost done. There. Okay, pretty sure you didn't want to hear that one. Okay, on the YouTube because I got to share this, and then we're good to go. Also, the first appearance of my new toy. Well, newest toy in the shop. Sweet. And I'm trying a new charging cable, and it's pumping power into my phone with everything working, which means I won't be losing it midstream again. That's awesome. All right. Live stream. Share. Copy link. Facebook business page. Mm-hmm. No. Hey, that looks like this one. I'm switching to my other account so I can share that, and then we're going to start setting this up. Right. There. There's that. There's that. No new texts. I got to reply to that one after we're done, but that one's not super critical to get to right now. So, how's everybody doing? Or is that just me watching this? Never sure when it says one. that up. Get that up. All right. And that's everything I need. Throw that right there. Fulfill my addiction, and here we go. Stuff's amazing. Here. All right. Now we got to set our angle. Well, clearly somebody didn't see the pole. Not quite right. Well, I had one vote on it, so like, okay, well, we'll go with that. Well, well, yeah, could be everything. We're gonna make this put in there down to the resi. Because why I'm all masked up, because this is gonna be a messy one. I probably should stabilize these before I actually res them in there. That shouldn't take nearly as much as I was expecting. Good enough. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to move this thing around, and I don't want to make you guys sick. Wait, I sound muffled. I sound muffled? How do I sound muffled? Huh. How do I sound muffled? I gotta grab my eraser 1 second. I'll be right back. Should be at my other standard. Of course, it's not where I thought it would be. Do I not part of you? Huh. Okay, then. Well, I don't know where my tuning eraser got off to. Hopefully it's over here. Ah, right here. I love these things. Erase. Okay, I erased it. What's up, Chris? I haven't seen you in forever, man. And no, it's muffled because I have a respirator on. I really need to replace this light that's all that it is. Yeah, these are definitely going to need to get cleaned up, but I don't care what anybody says. That's going to be pretty. I'm getting better at these. I'm definitely going to have to do a lot of cleaning before I can sell them. Yeah. This needs cut before I do the cleaning, so that's way too much. I'm not going to stand that out. That should work. Yeah. I just realized I'm doing this on my live stream. It's probably watching that. One second, let me get this all cleaned up. Alright. Oh wow. I gotta catch up. Yeah, well, if I would have realized today was Valentine's Day before I even was up, I would have done something more heartfelt, but I don't really celebrate it. The joys of a single life. I got it, Charles. I bought the standard specifically for doing these. It's still worth the investment. My 10-inch is great, perfect for tons. This is great for bigger stuff. I'm really happy I got this thing now. I already have these painted up, Chris. I was actually painting these on almost every last time I was on CJ's channel. I was actually working on this. You didn't hear anything in the background. Kept me busy without making noise. Because I was thinking all the time. Something just fell. I celebrate today. I just fell an Independence Day. Oh, it's going to take a lot of work. Almost there. Oh, yeah. God, this one's going to take 2 layers. I'm going to have to pour some blue in there and make like a little lagoon on it. Oh. For me, it's just the only 24 hours I have away from work before I go back. Yeah, we get to start the whole plan up, which means it's going to be high stress and yelling all night. One more. One more. Okay. Well, I got 2 minutes for prepping eggs, and this is the last one that I can get ready. Alright. Before I do that, I've got to say I really like this cylinder. Definitely worth the investment. Okay. Yeah. Well, oh, that's everything I can do based on the pull. I can either go in, start cleaning these up. Oh, can't keep doing this. Ah, there we go. Whew. Wow, that definitely smells like Molly. That's what that one's called, for the record. So I can either end this because I gotta clean this stuff up, and I'm not taking you guys in here to move everything around to do that, or I can jump on the lathe. I'll give you 60 seconds. What's up, Lynn? It's actually just finishing up. Just making these fit into my cups. So I'll pour resin over this. Probably going to do some colored resin for down in there. Throw those in a couple of them in a vacuum chamber to pull it into the wood. And yeah, that's all I was originally planning on. But since people are still here, if we want, I can jump on the lathe or something. Because otherwise I got to take everything inside, and it's too much of a hassle to move the camera, and I don't like a lot of dead space in these if I can help it. Tops it is. I'm gonna need to stock up on a few of them anyway. Camera off. One of these times I should leave it on so you guys can see why I turned it off, because I'm not gentle when I move with this thing. Camera on. Lathe. I gotta move my heater, but I don't think you guys want to hear me getting too close. It's kind of loud. Mic on. Alright. That. Alright. Don't need water because we're not doing any acrylics. Yeah, pop that. Yeah. I just realized if I was more professional at this, I should get a bot going to like be like, hey, if you guys want to help support this, because I've got a few things I need to replace, like this mandrel. This is my emergency backup because I do, over time these bend, and this one's starting to a little bit. If I went a little slower, it might not, but yeah. Oh no! Ah. Oh yeah, I need to get my phone plugged in. All right. That's too big. Ow. I don't get why this thing just randomly seized in there. Yeah, well. Do that. Need this cable to go around. I figured out why my phone kept dying too. I have a cheap charging cable I bought for out here, and it wasn't putting enough power out. Hence the expensive one. And in case you didn't know, that's a DeWalt branded Kevlar cable. Really nice, but they're about like 20, 30 bucks a piece. Well, that's the last of my maple blanks for my little ones. Awesome. I really should do a couple of, where'd I put that? I forgot I need a couple more small honey dippers too. I've had a few of them start moving. Probably do a couple of those while I'm thinking about it. Come on. I don't know why this thing's fighting me today. So we'll put a little silicone dry lube in it. All right. Where'd my live center go? Even my drill bits where it's always sitting. Alright. I don't give out my private number for Zelle, thank you. I do have Cash App, though. I just made myself laugh. I was also kidding, so about the money. Definitely be nice, but I'd rather just get the subscribers up and do memberships to get money that way. Because that way I can give back to you guys instead of just going, yeah, give me money for nothing. Yeah. No burr. They're an edge on this and we're ready to go. I love those new grinding wheels. Holy cow! Every time I use them, I freak out. Well, considering I was working on something last night, I just didn't have the money to buy the first part I need, so yeah. Almost got everything caught up finally, and then I should be able to have a little extra money to do a couple little things I'm wanting to get done. Woo. All right. All right. Well, I was trying to figure out put my sharpening stone for these. I don't see it anywhere, so I can't wait for the summer. Not sure if how well it's coming through on camera for you guys. But the reason I'm touching this between cuts, I'm just barely marking where the edge of this tool is on the edge, so I know where I can actually go in. to get everything spaced out right, since I do all the spacing by hand and eye. Hope that one's still good. Yeah, they're fun to make. Nice to use. And yes, I have a two or one in the house that I use almost every day when I make my tea here. Speaking of that, I want some. Should have made me a cup before I came out here. I don't care what anybody says, because carbide tools, if some people consider carbides cheating, they make doing these so much nicer. Especially when you're doing production work, because it's faster. Actually, it might not be if you don't have to sand, but I feel like where I did that with the traditional, smooth as could be, but hey. Now, I gotta go check something. I'll be right back. I'm wondering, because this mic should be working. I'm wondering if I do have more maple somewhere. I'm just checking my stockpile real quick. So if I do, I'll cut some more pen blanks and make tops later and just do the rest of these in honey dippers. I don't see any. I got hickory. What are these? Yep. Ow. Ow. No, that's basswood. Okay. Well, I might be going to one of my supply stores this weekend then. I don't like not having any maple at all. And I'm critically low on all my, whatchamacallits, cutting board wood too. It reminds me I should get the rest of those done today too. I wasn't worried about it. The joys of having two different Bluetooths in for two different phones. But since I got somebody to crack stupid jokes on here with, have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. That's a yes or no question. Have you ever heard of Cole's Law? It's just shredded cabbage. I'm in way too many dad joke forums. All the sharp edges are gone. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard any of those cracks, but oh, that felt glorious. I just popped like half my spine. I got family coming in from out of town this weekend. I might be taking one of them. Because really, I got a lot more than that going on this weekend, but that's not for public knowledge. It's always a family problem or family stuff. Wah! Wah! Less of a problem. It's just we got some somebody's got something going on that's on the personal side, and gonna need a little bit of help for a couple weeks. So, well, shouldn't say weeks. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I just realized I didn't slow this thing down. Nothing really to talk about. It's nothing major. It's just stuff that I know the one family member doesn't want out in public, and yeah. Pull that off. Set my little basket for this when we're done down there. All right. I'm taking off till April. I want to stock up. I want to get some stuff done out here, and I'm probably not going to get what I want to do out here done so the weather breaks, which will probably be May or June. But that'll give me enough time to build up a lot of inventory. And I'm also working on stuff behind the scenes. That cut through faster than I was expecting. Do that right, and it stays fairly smooth. And you just take a little piece of sandpaper in a flat spot, which I can't do. Yeah. Just run it in little circles over a nice high grit piece of sandpaper on the bottom. Take that little edge off. Now I'll go dunk this in mineral oil. Yeah, by the time I was able to get to figuring out when I wanted to get out, the March one was full, and part of me was like, I don't know about that one anyway, because it's still early. To anyone that doesn't do craft shows, the ones in the spring, we might get high turnouts, but there's usually not that many people buying, unfortunately. And I know there's some people that rely on that as an income, and others like me that, I still put my own money into getting supplies to make this stuff, but I'd like to get to where I could do it full time. But I mainly do it to see so I can meet new people and talk to them about woodworking. One more. That's not very smooth. I know that. I'm just happy I just found out another one of the local stores I go to next week is having a sale. All their returning tools are 20% off. And I was like, what? Let's have some fun. One of the most dangerous tools I own right here. I don't like it. 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 That's what I should buy. I should go invest in a couple of good scrapers to use as finishing when I do the carbides. That's not a bad idea. I might have to get a couple. Mini scrapers. All right, that's all the smaller I'm willing to go. Time to sand. Half speed. I just had a funny random thought. So yeah, maple syrup's gooey, yummy, and sweet. So is honey, right? Well, this tree is where maple syrup comes from, and it's going to go into honey. I don't know. It just struck me as funny because it's like, woo! I like them both. With mine, I actually will throw these in a vacuum chamber for a couple hours to overnight, pull all the air I can out of them, replace it with mineral oil. So they'll actually have to be on paper towels for about a week or two to where they're actually dry to the touch. That's why if you ever grab one at a show, if it's a little wet, that's why. But with that, that mineral oil seals up wood up. And with honey, if you don't want yummy, sweet, sticky stuff laying around, just rinse it off with hot water. Other than that, that's pretty much it because I douse them so completely that that's usually all it takes to keep them good for years. Plus, honey naturally doesn't mold, so, you know, it makes it a lot easier to take care of. I even got some glass honey jars somewhere. I got tired of carrying them to shows when nobody was buying them, so it was like, yeah. Actually, I think I might know where they're at now that I'm thinking about it. No, I'm not going crazy with the lines today. Sometimes I go a little overboard. Smoky. More smoke. Yep, more smoke. Just found my sharpening plate. Ooh. I can't remember if I've ever shown the texturing tool on here. I'm going to use that one next. I mean, you can, but the honey that doesn't get out of there is not going to really do anything. Like I say, it doesn't mold. It doesn't. Honestly, I don't even think it really even goes bad. If you get it in those glass jars, if it ever hardens up and crystallizes, because you let it sit for too long, which takes a long time to do that. If you want it back to a liquid state, you just peel the labels off the glass, put it in a boiling pot of water, and 9 times out of 10, it'll re-liquefy. And that could be 20 years old, and you do that, and it actually works. And since it naturally doesn't mold, it's still safe to use. Well, if you wanted to, you could always throw a little board butter on it too, because that's mineral oil with beeswax melted into it. But I don't think you need it. I could also be completely wrong. Clear. Hey, we got a few new people. How we doing, guys or girls? I gotta find a tool real quick. I'll be right back. I want to try something different. There's one I can make work, but not the one I want. Found it. That one's thin. I like it. Ouch. Oh man, we're about to slow this thing down as slow as it'll run, which I believe is 50 RPM. Right now we're at 1,815. I ain't afraid to make anything, and I don't have any one favorite thing. I just like making stuff. I'm focused on what I'm doing, and I'm not getting like, yeah, I don't know, don't matter. Oh, yeah. For the record, I'm actually changing a belt gear on this, which is something you'll rarely see me ever do. Mainly because it's a pain in the rear. Get it? I think we got it. Let's find out. 50 RPM. That's too slow for what I need though. But I do need low gear. I do believe you're supposed to go about 500 RPM, so 545 should be okay. These tools make me nervous. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That is called a texturing tool. I totally messed this one up, which is why I'm sanding what I just did out. Thankfully, I didn't cut very deep. And hopefully, yeah, it's still there a little bit, but this is also the highest torque setting I can set on this particular lathe. If you're going to get hurt and pulled in, this is the setting that'll do it. But I can still stop it with one hand if I need to. All right. We're going to try this again with a different one. All right. That looks a little better. Changing gears again. We're going back up to my regular fast and, well, fast. There ain't no and to it. It's just fast. Because it's really easy to push through and actually mess up this or potentially break it. And I don't use them nearly often enough, so. Oh, we're back up to the speeds I'm used to. Oh, yeah, that looks like trash. Still a solid piece of wood, though. That one's not sellable, though, and I don't know if I can get that out. Let's try. We'll have to try that one again. Smells like maple. Wonder why. Or is it? Well, you figure a bowl this size, that size, which is about about 4 inches in diameter. At this speed, or at 3,000 RPM, this is 3,500. About every 30 to 45 seconds, you're actually turning a mile of wood. That means for every 60 seconds or so that I have a tool or a piece of sandpaper on here, on that size, I've literally ran a mile or more over it. So yeah. Yeah, the rest of that'll sand out, and I think I salvaged it. Yeah, the things you don't really think about until somebody points it out, and then you're like, holy cow, what? Yay. think I'm gonna do one more and call it. I got a few other things I got to get done today. Not least of which, glue all of these in, or glue tubes in all of those. That's my next pen turning gauntlet. Might start it tonight. Unless everybody left, and then I'm gonna send it right now. Looks like everybody took off. Well, then I'll finish this one up, and then I think I'm gonna call it. Mainly because I also got to get Friday's video recorded. I think I'm going to try to start getting them out on Friday. That way I can get more views over the weekend. Doing what? That made no sense. It's not the way I'm reading it. Off. And there's another one. Got a few scratches in it, but whatever. They're relatively smooth. I can't do other stuff while I'm gluing those up. I can do stuff while it's drying. But I've got to cut some stuff up while I'm out here. Get next week's, like I said, Friday's video done. I got a bunch of pens that need to go in that are already pre-drilled that I just need to... Didn't know I had those in my pocket. And get those done so I can get them in. Get the pens drilled, pieces cut, video filmed. Get that edited down. I'm actually going to try to get it uploading today. Only thing I might do today before I go in is another egg. Just because I just saw them and I feel like throwing some resin around. That looks dangerous. Sure. I love resin. I love resin. I love resin. I love resin. I really don't. All right. That's enough of that. I got to find a respirator before I really get into it. So with that, I'm hopping off. I just want to throw a little resin around for a minute. Well, I will see you all later. So yeah, cat in hand, that be that.